Hello and welcome. We're making a brief video today in hopes that I can save somebody some disappointment or a letdown. This is a military compass, US military, and these are manufactured by a company called CAMMENGA, I believe it's pronounced. Nice compass, and they have tritium dials. Tritium is a radioactive isotope, sometimes called 3H or H3, helium-3. And it has a half-life of about 12.3 years, I believe it is. And what makes this compass special is there's little vials of tritium and a phosphor, and these glow 24/7. This isn't those cheap knockoffs that you shine a light on and they glow for 15 minutes and then dim away. This has a constant glow 24/7. You can read this in total darkness, no recharging needed. It just glows all the time. That is for 10 to 12 years, and this one had gone well past its sell-by date. And by the way, there are crap Chinese counterfeit ones that look identical to this, and they're selling on eBay for anything from $28 to $40. Do not buy them. They are not tritium. They are fake. They are crap. If you want one of these, you can go directly to CAMMENGA's website, and they sell to the general public. You can buy this compass, no problem. This one, as I say, had reached its sell-by date, and it no longer glowed to be easily readable. I had heard CAMMENGA will refurbish these, so I contacted them, and they said, sure enough, send us. Well, first of all, the guy had me send him a picture of the front and back. He wanted to make sure I didn't have a counterfeit unit and didn't want me to waste my time. Then he said, okay, it's $50 to refurbish it, and he said, you mail it to us, we will repair it, send it back to you. Shipping is included in that $50. So it cost me $50 plus it was somewhere around $10, I think, to mail it first class to get it there quickly. So I had $60 into it. Now a brand spanking new one of these is $110. So I figured I'm saving myself around $40, and I'll have a nice fresh compass when it comes back. Well, it went out, and they shipped it back to me, and everything on the compass dial, everything here was beautiful. But on the sighting line here, there's two vials, and those didn't glow. They weren't glowing. They hadn't, it hadn't been replaced, obviously. The ones in here had. So I contacted CAMMENGA, and the sales guy said, oh, I'm sorry, can you take a picture? And I took this photograph, and you can clearly see the dial glowing, but the two little marks on the sighting line aren't. And he said, I'm sorry. He said, something happened. He said, I'm going to send you a shipping label. So he emailed me a shipping label, no charge to me. And I dropped it in the box, and I mailed it back to him. Well, within 2 hours of the postman picking this thing up, I got another email from this guy. And he said, I have to apologize. He said, I checked with our repair department, and we don't replace those two vials. He said, we do everything internal here, but these don't get replaced. So for your $60, all you get is the internals repaired. Now, it's still usable. It's perfectly usable compass. Just making this video so you can make the decision. Do you buy a brand new one? It's another $40 and get the sighting line ones. Everything will be fresh on a brand new one. Or spend your $60 just to have this part of it refurbished. I'm a little disappointed. Not disappointed in the guy I had contact with. He obviously didn't know And now he does. I'm sure he'll give a heads up to the next person who calls in about refurbishment. But it's obvious from the fact that he sent me a shipping label and had me send it back to him that he wasn't aware that these two don't get replaced when they refurbish the compass. For my money, if I was going to do it again, of course, at my age, this is probably, you know, I won't be using, going out in the deep woods at night much longer. I'll live with this one as it is, but had I known, I probably would have spent the extra $40 and simply bought a new compass and given this to some kid to play with. They're nice compasses. U.S. military uses them. You know, they're actual military issue. You'll see a lot of vendors online selling the military issue ones. And they'll say, oh, you know, it's a 2010 model or a 2009 model. They're at the end of their useful life. The tritium is just about exhausted at that point. Rather than spending $60 online for a used one, just spend the extra money, go to CAMMENGA and get a brand new one if you want one of these. And do not buy the $20, $30 ones. They are a ripoff. They are garbage Chinese counterfeit units. And, you know, they'll say, oh, it glows H3, and they have, you know, pictures of the thing glowing. What they do is they shine a flashlight on it and then quickly take a picture. This is the real deal. Just like tritium gun sights and tritium watches, these glow 24/7. But I just made this video hoping to save somebody some disappointment. And I'm not faulting CAMMENGA. I'm not faulting anybody. The guy just didn't know. And I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to, you know, I'm not trying to out the guy. Just a heads up, if you send one of these back in for refurbishment, they do not replace the two little vials that are on the sighting line. They only replace all the stuff that's in here internally. And believe me, this thing glows to beat the band. The photograph doesn't show it, but when your eyes are adjusted to it at night, this thing is just as bright and clear and easy to read as can be. Okay, that's it. Short and sweet. Just wanted to give everyone a heads up. Take care. See you soon.